Thank you, Madam Chairman. And thank you, Chairman LaFleur, for your responses to the Chairman's question here in terms of those steps that you are taking at FERC to implement or act on the IG's recommendations. I think that's going to be critically important moving forward. I was going to ask you what you might be doing to strengthen the culture within FERC that supports the work of the professionals. You know, I hear you say that a notice to the employees has gone out reminding them of certain aspects, certainly of the confidentiality, but that may be an area that you need to look to more critically. I'm not going to suggest how you might be doing your job here, but I do think that that is going to be an important aspect. I want, in this vein, I want to just make clear that you understand what you will be receiving from me. As the Chairman of FERC, you're effectively the Chief Executive to whom the agency staff reports. And I'm going to be asking the agency some more extensive questions about the handling of documents and supporting materials, such as those that are referred to in the IG's management alert. I'm also going to have some written questions outside the hearing about the inception of the study itself and its uses. So I have directed my staff to prepare some interrogatories for the agency. I'm not going to be seeking sensitive information about the findings of the study or the merits of the so-called modeling upon which it's based, but I will have questions about the manner in which the study was conceived and documents and the information concerning it were handled, how they were intended to be used, and were in fact used. So I have asked my staff to contact your General Counsel today to begin discussing how I can get answers to these questions without drawing further attention to this the substance of what we recognize to be the sensitive information itself. I will be turning over the answers that I received to the IG for his complete report, but what I'm asking of you today is to have your cooperation and the cooperation, the full cooperation of the agencies, its leaders in the senior executive service, and other very dedicated federal employees who support them in getting full and complete and, of course, prompt responses to my questions.
Well, you will absolutely have our cooperation, and hopefully a lot of them might be the same questions we've been asking ourselves. I agree with you about your comments on culture. First of all, I think in many ways FERC has a very strong culture. In all the decades I've been dealing with FERC, I've never known a merger rumor to leak or all the confidential information that FERC deals with day to day, which is not to say we absolutely need to learn the lessons of what happens here, but I think we deal in confidential information in our dockets all the time. But I've given this a lot of thought, and I think culture starts at the top. And when I ran an operating company, the CEO and everyone had to take a lot of safety tours because I put in place a rule that anyone, even a brand new trainee, could stop a job if they saw any electrical safety incident of any magnitude, because that's how you convey that safety is important. And I think here the culture of respect for confidentiality has to start at the top as well. And we need to make sure that everyone knows they can ask questions, and before information is created and as that process goes along, to make sure that we're doing it with care and with an attention to asking the right professionals to weigh in on classification or how it's treated, how it's filed, or anything else. And I'll take accountability for that because I think it has to start at the top and go all the way through the organization.
I appreciate that.